Alright, welcome everybody to Alfa Art Gallery's Fall 2023 New Brunswick Art Salon. See the Forest for the Trees, a watercolor and mixed media exhibition. So the exhibition will be open to the public from October 24th, 2023 to January 13th, 2024. In case you missed it, we held a virtual opening last night that will be posted on our YouTube page. This is a little bit about the salon. Alfa Art Gallery utilizes New Brunswick art salons to unify the local art community and beyond. Since starting the program in 2010, Alfa has made a point to include a salon dedicated to specifically showcasing watercolor and watercolor mixed media. Over the years, the series has not only exhibited works from both established and emerging artists, but has also made fruitful connections locally and internationally through its successful programs. Within this nonprofit, Alfa Art Gallery maintains its mission to uplift artists by providing an open and innovative environment. These exhibitions are free and open to the public Tuesday to Saturday from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. See the Forest for the Trees hopes to convey the importance of appreciating the bigger picture, encouraging viewers to transcend the art in front of them, and invite in emotion and perception. Featuring the work of talented artists like plein air painter Joel Popadix, as well as Bulgarian-born artist and painter medha-atre, our diverse artists presented in the salon depict scenes representative of their unique experiences and inspirations through watercolor and watercolor-based mixed media. Our salon will feature the works of talented artists as Alayo Bradshaw, Anna Aviv, Indrani Chaudhry, Jill vondervor-frank, Joel Popadix, Karen Starrett, Karen Terry, Lauren Curtis, Mark Dumont, medha-atre Kulkarni, medha-atre, Michael Price, Pamela Egan, Peggy Dressel, Ryan, and Sharon Paisner. Starting off with Alayo Bradshaw. Alayo Bradshaw is a New York-based fine artist, illustrator, and graphic designer. She currently holds the position of Associate Professor of Fine Arts and Director of the first-year program at the Parsons School of Design in New York. She received her training at the School of Visual Arts in New York, where she earned her Master's of Fine Arts. Alayo uses watercolor as a medium to create depth, translucency, and opacity, connecting her works through repeated formal concerns and narrative conceptual content. Anna Aviv is an artist based in New Brunswick, New Jersey. She started her career in New York City with a biology degree and a dream of being an artist, which she then manifested into reality. Hannah studied at the Montclair Art Museum and Mason Gross School of the Arts at Rutgers University. She takes her inspiration from the world around her, especially the soothing elements found in nature. Aviv aims to evoke feelings of serenity by emphasizing the vibrant colors, intricate shapes, and patterns of nature. Indrani Chaudhry is an Edison-based born artist, born in Calcutta, India. Dr. Chaudhry was a biomedical research scientist for 25 plus years and returned to her childhood passion of painting in 2006 and has not looked back since. A full-time watercolor artist now, she has exhibited over a dozen juried art shows and galleries throughout New Jersey. She aims to communicate the way she perceives the world through her art.
Some other artists that we have at this exhibition includes Jill vondervor-frank. Jill vondervor-frank has taken many art courses and has returned to art after retiring from the business world. She has perfected her craft by taking courses at various art institutions and studying along many premier artists. She takes inspiration from the world around her and makes sure to always carry her camera as well, and has commissioned many arts for people in The next artist we have is Joel Popadix. He's born from Wayne, New Jersey, and he has a BFA from the School of Visual Arts in New York. He has been a professional artist for 30 plus years, and he is an advocate for watercolor. He has led various watercolor workshops and lectures throughout the Northeast. He paints in plein air and pays special attention to elements of light and form. Next we have Karen Starrett. Karen Starrett is a visual artist who specializes in college painting and mixed media. She has a studio based in Ocean Grove, New Jersey, at the Jersey Shore Arts Center. She has a BFA from the Douglas College of Rutgers University here. And she's a working artist, art teacher, and dementia practitioner who also leads art workshops in adult care communities. She transforms pre-loved paper into new context and specializes in using imagery and juxtaposition in her arts. And if you haven't seen, Karen Starrett's artwork is actually over here on the left-hand side. Furthermore, we have Karen Terry, an artist based in New Jersey with contemporary fine art uses. Her educational background in traditional studies involves a lot of creative process. At the Pennsylvania Academy of the Fine Arts from Thomas Edison State University. She uses mostly monochromatic Sunni ink in wash paintings in her works, with minimalist expressionism. And she works with space, form, ambience, and energy to create soft, low-light images that are visual and sensory. And I believe Karen Terry's artwork would be back there on the side. You can see as you're executing. And our next artist would be Lauren Curtis. She's born in Franklin Park, New Jersey, and has a BFA at the Mason Grove School of Arts at Rutgers University. She has extensive art training. She has exhibitions throughout New Jersey, as well as nationally and internationally. Her inspiration includes traveling and observation of diverse cultures, and she uses art to emphasize the power of femininity and nature. And Lauren Curtis's artworks are over there on this back wall. Next up, we have Mark Lamel, who was born and raised in Morristown, New Jersey, who has studied alongside numerous talented artists and also taught many classes. In his arts, he creates movement through color, light, differing washes, and multiple centers of interest. And he also finds a joy and exciting and unpredictable nature of watercolor. I believe Mark Lamel is over there. Next up, we have medha-atre. She was born in Mumbai, India, and she has received a BFA from the Sir J.J. School of Art. She also has fine art and fine art education. She works primarily in watercolor, oil, and acrylic, and she depicts beautiful subjects that move her emotionally. And I actually had the pleasure to speak with Medha. She's actually right over here. And her artworks are over here. Once we finish the presentation. And next up.
Next we have medha-atre. She is a Bulgarian artist who studied piano at the Julia School of Music and studied oil painting at art school at the Art Students League of New York. Her inspiration is her world travels and her love of music, people, and nature.
And Medha's artwork is actually
next we have Michael Price. He was born in Stoke-on-Trent in England. He studied art at the Stoke-on-Trent College of Art. He has a BFA from the London Central School of Art and Design. He currently resides and works in New York after years of international travel and residencies. He focuses on the imagery of mythological and psychological archetypes that are present in human condition. He uses natural pigments like that are hand-ground and prepared from crystals, rocks, and natural dyes.
And if I'm not mistaken, I believe we have Michael Price right here. Yes, actually. And down at the front. And down at the front, right at the entrance.
Our next artist is Pam Ajin. Pam is a New Jersey-based contemporary artist who embraces abstraction in her art. Pam has a free-spirited and creative process involving piecing together papers from her collection and incorporating shapes and textures with paint or ink. She gets new ideas as her piece is taking shape and creates without expectation, using her process as her inspiration. Next we have Peggy Dressel. Peggy is a New Jersey-based fine artist and illustrator. She trained at the Pratt Institute in New York, the National Academy of Design in New York, and the Moore College of Art and Design, She focuses on realism in her art and has transparent washes of changing and complementary colors and elements of light. This gives her subjects a luminous and glowing effects.
Peggy Dressel's artwork is actually on this wall. And she's here as well. Bonus.
Next, we have Ryan. He has 11 years, he has traveled in rural Japan for 11 years, painting post-impressionist landscapes on plein air. He returned to the US and shifted to 3D works and narrative paintings. Here, his paintings represent real-life traumas that he has incurred. His characters are stylized in allegorical scenes of distressing experiences. He uses strong, fun, expressive, and scary themes as a metaphor for life.
And Ryan's paintings are over in the front as well, on the right-hand side.
And lastly, we have Sharon Paisner. Sharon is a Cherry Hill-based teacher turned fine artist. She studied alongside talented artists and developed her skills through many different workshops. She is currently exhibiting at the Dunn's Gallery in Brigantine, New Jersey. She layers color, pattern, and texture to create impressionist, still life and landscape scenes. She uses elements from natures, like a flower that is her recurring motif in her paintings. And her inspiration is the living story that nature tells. She hopes to create an emotional connection with her audience as well. Finally, we'd like to thank our artists for participating in our gallery and making this all possible. If any of our artists would like to come up and talk about their artwork, they're welcome to do so right now. Finally, we'd like to thank...
I'd just like to thank Veselin and Galina for making all this possible. I was trying to think when I first showed here, but I think it was before 2010, and since then I know I had a one-person show here at one point, and I've taken part in a number of different group shows. So, and now it's nice somehow after the pandemic to get back out and realize that there are other artists out there and they're not just online. You know, I think that's so important for us because many artists that I know in New York, actually they didn't suffer at all during the pandemic because as long as they had enough money to live on, they didn't have to worry about getting to a show or showing at a gallery and so on. And of course then everything shifted online, and it's very easy just to fall into that trap of showing online but not turning up to an actual show and as I said, meeting other real live artists.
I think that's very great, Mr. Price.
Yeah.
Actually, I think that's one of the best parts that the New Brunswick Art Salon offers. That there's a lot of great art that's within New Brunswick, New Jersey. You don't have to travel all the way to New York for. There's a sort of cultural significance that resides here, and this is a culmination of those events tonight.
Yeah. And it's really nice to be back again. You know, and I think we sort of still look about the same, don't we? We haven't aged too much. We still recognize each other, which is a good thing. Yeah.
Favorite because I live in an apartment in New Brunswick, and my husband thinks that mixing oil makes too much of a mess. And I also like to really work, I really like to work plein air, which I don't do enough of. And I think that challenges a person more than anything else, or than anything that you could actually produce in a studio. But unfortunately, I'm not that adventurous to, you know, go out there and trample around the countryside with my paints on my back. But I do like nature, and I started with flowers, and I got pretty good at flowers. But then I did a lot of experimentation with landscapes and other types of things, and I'm doing a variety of of things right now.
Essex Watercolor.
Yes.
We belong to a watercolor club, and the club teaches you how to paint. They have demonstrators come, and you watch other people paint.
Right.
But I started watercolor just serendipitously. I wanted to have lunch with a friend, and the pottery course was sold out. So I said, oh, I never did watercolor. Let me try that. But I am in love with watercolor. You can't stop thinking about it. When you have something that you have to do, you have to plan in your head, how am I going to do this? How can I accomplish what I need to accomplish? And it's not always easy.
Thank you.